Lesson 137. Value of the Mass. Offerings. What is the value of a Mass? A Mass has infinite value because it is the renewal of the sacrifice of the cross. The value of a gift is proportionate to the dignity of the giver and the cost of the gift. The Mass, the only worthy gift for God, is offered by Christ, the Son of God. It cost him his very life. Therefore, to assist or offer Mass is a good work of greater excellence than any other. By other good works we offer to God gifts that are human. In the Mass we offer him gifts that are divine, his own only begotten Son. There is no more holy and divine act that can be performed on earth than the sacrifice of the Mass. The efficacy of the holy sacrifice does not depend on the worthiness or unworthiness of the priest. He is only the minister of Christ, who is both priest and victim. The virtue of the Mass is of itself quite apart from the worthiness of the priest. For this reason we do not lose the merits of Mass if it is offered for us by a priest who is not worthy, since Mass has its intrinsic value. In a similar way, a diamond is a diamond even if the jeweller selling it be a bad man. However, as a good work, the graces and favours are limited, partly by the will of God and partly by the dispositions of those to whom the fruits are applied. Therefore, the more devotion we have at Mass, the greater will be the profit we derive. 2 young men went to visit Rome. Their schedule limited their stay there to 1 day. The first young man, upon arrival, immediately visited all the famous portions of the city, finally ending with a visit to the Holy Father and the Vatican. The second young man, being fatigued by the journey, lay down to rest. He fell asleep and awoke only when it was too dark to go anywhere. Both went to the same city, but one did not profit from his journey. Why is an offering made to the priest who says Mass? An offering is made to the priest who says Mass to provide for the things necessary for the sacrifice and to assist in the support of the priest. Since the early years of the Church, the faithful, wishing to participate more fully in the oblation, made offerings of bread and wine for the consecration. Today offerings are also made of vases and flowers, candle and candlesticks, altar linens, vestments and sacred vessels, as well as monetary donations for the Mass. Many Catholics have the laudable custom of leaving a certain amount of property or money in their wills, in order to have Masses offered for them after their death. A Requiem Mass is said in black vestments, and with special prayers for the dead. Masses said for the dead for 30 consecutive days are called Gregorian Masses. What materials are used for consecration at Mass? Bread and wine are used for consecration at Mass. A few drops of water are mixed with the wine because Christ did so. The bread for consecration is made from pure wheat flour mixed with water and baked. No other flour may be used. The wine for consecration must be the pure juice of grapes fermented. Mass is offered every day of the year except Good Friday. In the first centuries, bishops and priests celebrated Mass together. This is called concelebration. Our present Masses, when priests are ordained and bishops are consecrated, are similar to those early Masses. Ordinarily, a priest is permitted to say Mass only once a day. On Christmas and All Souls' Day, however, he may say 3 Masses. On Sundays, holy days, First Fridays, etc., a priest with permission may say 2 and even 3 Masses when the people's needs so require. Mass is usually said in the morning. With the approval of the bishop, it may also be said in the afternoon and evening. In the early days of Christianity, Mass was said in the evening, after the example of the Last Supper when the Mass was instituted. Later it was thought better to have it said in the morning for a greater respect to the Holy Eucharist. In these our days, Mass may be said at practically all hours of the day in order to facilitate attendance and the receiving of Holy Communion.